Now, hello, welcome back once again. This is Roulette Syllabus one-on-one with RNG, and I am here in this particular video to explain how to use the syllabus on the highest level and how to understand how to manage the divider so that your bankroll is not get into question and you will be able to continue to play and win consistently. For the matter of that, I am going to use a particular setup like this. Those of you who know the setup, who know the syllabus, know that the syllabus has over 3,000 ways to set it up. All right. So the syllabus has over 3,000 different ways to set up. And this particular one setup that I'm using, and this setup is designed to win in two spins. All right. So the setup, as I plug in here, is designed to win in two spins. And you are going to verify that. So I don't want to get into a lot of explanation for this. Let me begin by inputting the numbers. And for demonstration purpose, I will use 50 cent for the bet, right? So bankroll is 1K, and I will use 50 cents. I am not supposed to use 50 cent, but I will use 50 cent for you to understand. I was supposed to use probably 10 cent for a bankroll like this, which bankroll is 1K, right? I was supposed to use a bankroll of 1K. I'm supposed to use 10 cent, but I will use 50 cent so that you might see it very easy. The bankroll might go up, might go down, and you will see what I mean by consistency and trying to manage the divider so that your bet does not climb up and you are still going to get into profit. So you will begin predictions right now. Software has begun calculation. Now we are in prediction mode. Watch. Now, what is important is that a lot of things are going to be said in this video. So you have to pay attention and try to understand and probably also ask questions during when you play. Okay, so this might refresh the screen a few couple of here and there, but I don't think that is going to be a problem for us. For demonstration purpose, I have to make sure that I am able to take my time to explain to you and you understand the concept of what I'm trying to teach. It is going to be quite longer, probably 30 minutes, 40 minutes. I have to make sure that I am in profit and you will understand what I mean by playing with such an approach so that your bankroll does not get into question. Okay? So that your bankroll does not get in question. I might have a connection problem. That is why I am using demo mode because I do not want to get to a situation whereby I'm unable to place the bet on rail and it might go against a lot of things. So I will use demo so that I can take my time and explain to you how it works. However it is, whether if you use demo, real, you copy RNG numbers online, I can even start up by using a file which I have to continue the session. But there you are not going to see the main row very easy. So this is how it is going to work. I'm going to place bet right now and I place my bet. So bet has been placed. All right. Bet is being placed. I think I didn't place this bet. I didn't do the recording very well. But anyway, let's spin it. So I spin 7 last. All right. So right now I am starting with the divider of what? Of yeah, I know why it's doing like that, but it's not a problem. We will get it done. You'll play with it. And lost. Now it's lost. So the software might go to recovery mode right now. All right. Those of you who know, since I have set RBC, good. Now the software is in recovery mode. Since I have set RBC to 2, means all predictions are supposed to win in two spins. All right. And if we do not win in two spins, it is going to go into recovery mode before it comes back. But then here is the most important thing that you have to understand. Right. Here is the most important thing you have to understand. I'm coming again. Good. This is it. So you see, as soon as, since we are using HBTS, it might go into recovery mode like this, and you might not see any numbers before it comes. But if the HBTS is not clicked, sooner or later there will be predictions, right? Good. Now this is the most important thing that we are going to be watching. So let's go. I will keep on to input the next number, which is our rebate and clear. I will spin my next spin is 1. I put it in here. Now we have invested 33 units. All right. So we are into recovery mode. Now look, this is it. The amount we lost, which is 33, was divided into 4 because the divider logic, this is the divider was set to 4. And now we are going to go into recovery mode. So I go. I place my bet, right? You see, I'm still placing 1 unit because $1 here, 50 cents here, all the same. Total invested now is what? 46, 47. I spin 14. I won. Good. Now let's go. I rebet again. So the most important thing might come, and I will explain to you. Now it is placing this bet like this because I didn't. The screen has been changed after it refreshed. So probably maybe next time I will do the recording very well. Another win again. So technically, this setup is designed to win in 2 spins. Now watch. You can see our starting bankroll. Right now we are in $2 profit, but the software is not in profit. You see, because it is in a recovery mode. Software is in recovery mode, so the software is not in profit, but we are in profit. All right. So I lost. And I am going to explain to you how to manage the divider. It's very, very important that you do understand. Now, I place this bet. And for whatever reason, if I do not win, that is where we are going to enter into the teachings of the divider. Now, it's supposed to bet $1 on each. So it did not. I am making the correction. This did not because the screen is jammed. That is why. So that is not a problem. Let's understand what I'm trying to teach. And we won. Look, so the software right now, this setup particularly, is designed to win in 2 spins. And people might say it is betting a lot of numbers. It is not betting a lot of numbers. I'm just doing the test for you to see. The software can bet between one number to 18 numbers to 14 numbers to 24 numbers and to 26 numbers. Sorry. So I spin and I make profit again. What? 7. Watch. So right now, still software is in recovery mode. We are in profit of 40 units plus this total invested of what? 12, so 52 unit profit. And the bankroll right now here is 17.17 profit. Now look, we have been able to successfully recover everything. So what I'm going to teach you now is not valid. I keep on. Good. So since you have been able to recover everything, this array list is going to be empty, right? But if we were not able to recover everything, we will keep on to be changing variables in the software, and then we will keep on to win. So I place my bet again. As I said, this particular setup is designed to win in 2 spins. So this is 1 spin. It lost. All right. It's another spin here. And as I said, this video might be very long or short as far. Okay, let me see. Now it is going to lose. We've lost 2 times in a row. So automatical predictions are going to be taken off from the software. That is it. So here we decide when we want to win. That is also another factor, right? So for this setup, I have decided that all our predictions are going to win in 2 spins. That is why the syllabus is so powerful. You decide when you win. So it's not a matter of I am going to spin and hope to win. next spin, or then you don't know. But here the syllabus is actually designed for you to decide when you want to win. And it is very important that you understand this concept. If you do not, then I'll have to understand, I'll have to do another video. I mean, the videos I keep on doing, but this particular video should be a video to explain to you how to manage the divider number. All right. So I keep on going, and then that is it. I have to place my bet again. Okay. I spin, and there's another lost. Now, the lost amount is what? 32. Right? 32. So 32 is not a big problem. All right. 32 right now, 32 right now, this is the lost amount. This is the new total invested. This is what we have to be always watching when you lost. All right. So I am into recovery mode already, and I lost again. So when I spin up the syllabus, all right, and I put in, it is going to now divide this 32 into the divider number, which was 4. All right, which is 4. And look at it, the list. You see, it has been appended here. I did not change anything because it was easy. I could have even changed it to 2 because the amount of money that I lost was less. So I have to place my bet. Right now, it is placing 50 cent. Even though I am in lost, it will place 50 cent bet. Okay, I go. Now, what I am trying to explain is to make sure. Okay, good. Now, what I need to explain is probably coming in here. So I will. Let me correct this bet. This is supposed to be $1. Then it did not. So anyway, I'm just making sure that we have this going. Now the new total invested is what? Is 58. Now I spin and I won. So there's nothing to worry about. I won, right? If I had not won, then I could keep on to explain what I'm supposed to explain. But since I won, I keep on to spin. I place my bet. It is placing $1, which is in my case is 50 cent. I spin. I lost. I lost one spin. Let me go for the next spin. Now it is placing $2, which is in my case $1. Right. I'm making the corrections because since the screen refresh, it was not supposed to. It is not being able to place the bet as it is supposed to. So I spin. And there is a loss. Now look at the lost amount. This is what? 53. Now, since it's 53, if I go to divide 53, all right? If I go to divide 53 by the divider number, which is 4, that means it's 13. 13 is quite normal. Good. Now 13 is normal. So divider number is not going to be changed. Good. So this amount is going to be stored under here, 13, 13, 13. It's going to be stored under here, you will see. So let me spin one more time. I will rebet clear. And I will spin. Good. All that I'm doing is that I am keeping this value low. So when I lost right now, I am going to, you're going to understand what I mean by the divider logic. Since there are no predictions, because it is not saved, now software is not showing us predictions, so we have to keep on inputting the numbers, and then we see. So actually, if I wanted to divide the new total invested by 3, then it was going to be a higher bet when I arrived there. But since I divided by 4, it's okay. So the question is, when do you change the divider logic, the divider number? I will show you when, so that all your bets are going to be lower. So now we are placing bets still with 50 cent, even though I have lost, even though we have already invested $100. You can see our account balance is less, right? It's less. So let's see. We lost one more time. Okay, it's populating. Now let me place my bet again. Okay, good, bet has been placed. Let me make the corrections. I am making these corrections because the screen refreshed during the start. Had it not been that, it was able to place this bet without any problem. Good. Now it's a win, so nothing worried. Now we keep on to recover. Okay, another predictions have been populated. Let's go. Good, we spin. So you see, as at now, the maximum bet is 2, even though we are betting many numbers. And our bankroll is in profit right now, 3 unit profit. All right. But then the software also is in profit. So let's go. So we are still in recovery mode. And this is it. You see, it's recovering. So we have to win this amount, this total 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have to win all this 7. You have to have 7 wins right now before we can be able to recover everything and come into profit. But sometimes during the recovery, we will still get a lose. So that is why we have to be able to manage the divider number to make sure that the bet does not climb higher. So I will show you something here. This does not happen, so I cannot show you. So still the divider number is what? Is 4. It is 4 because all our bets are low and we don't have anything to worry about. Now it's still lost, so we are still in recovery. Spinning on that is not part of what I was supposed to do, but anyway, I have to clear and spin, and then I spawn. So not a problem. I have to rebet and clear, and then I will spin. Right? So let's go. All that you're doing is to make sure that this number here, when you go into recovery mode, you divide it by a particular number of the divider so that it is lower. And how low it should it be? I'm going to show you. So you see, sometimes it's placing 16 numbers, sometimes it's 9 numbers. And this is based on the setup that I used. All right. I could use some setup that will be placing bet only on 2 numbers. Now, this is not a quick recovery because I'm using option A. All right. I'm using option A. Now I have lost 2 times in a row, so it is entering into recovery mode. All right. Since the new total invested is 26, it's only 26. I don't want to divide 26 by 4. I will divide 26 by 2. And you will see it from here. You see? So I have to rebet, clear, and spin. You will keep on playing this way, all right? And you will see you are always going to get into profit in the long run. Always going to get into profit. So nothing to worry about by saying, well, I've been here for a while. I've been playing for 49 spins and let's say 15, 20 minutes, and I haven't been able to make profit. You will get into profit and you will see. Even though I am placing bet with 50 cents, I am already down of only $6. All right. But you might not understand. You see, back into profit, you see, it is placing only low bet. And I have another predictions again. These are 17 numbers in total. Okay, I spin. Bankroll is right now what 1008 profit. 1008 profit. And it might looks like why 1008 profit, even though the bankroll has invested here is invested only 180 30 26. But then there comes the syllabus, the power of the syllabus, because you are going to keep on playing and you will get into profit by not wagering a higher amount, even though I am using good. Now I have changed something. So let's go. If I don't win this hand, if this bet is not a win, then you have to change the divided number. Because if you leave it, your bet was climb higher. So that is what you have to understand. Good. Let me place that light. Okay. Right now, I am going to spin. If I do not win, since the total amount is what? 60. Now, and it won. It won probably. It wasn't a number that I was supposed to win. So yes, I did not win because that wasn't the right bet it placed. So it's not necessary. We will have to go. Good. Now I'll be able to show you. Good. Now is what? 60. If you leave the divider logic here to 2, it is going to be 30-30. And it is going to be appended at the bottom here. So your bet is going to climb. So all you have to do is to divide that 60. You don't have to don't have to have a calculator behind, because since I'm doing the demonstration, that is why I'm using. I could just change the divider number to any number. I will change it to 4. Because if you divide 60, if we divide 60 by 2, is going to be 60 by 2 is 30. So I am going to divide 62, if you want. Yeah, I would say 62. I'm going to divide that number by 5. So it is going to be 13. So always you have to divide that number, the total amount, the total new invested, which has lost, by a number which is going to stay below 10 or 20. No, sorry. It should be in between a single number, which is maybe what you call 7 like this, or a double number which is below 15. I repeat, you have to divide that amount you have lost here to get a good divider number. You have to divide the amount you have lost here by a number which is going to stay below 15. So if I divide it by 5, it is staying to 12.4, which is okay. So I'm going to divide it by 4. And you have to set this number before the next prediction comes. Otherwise, it is not going to work. So once the predictions has disappeared, that is when you have to divide that number by a specific number so that it is less than 15. And then you fix the divider number there. So now when you have predictions, I will show you. So always your divider number keeps on changing. It is not fixed. Even if I give you 10 to start with. Now look, you see it's still placing bet of 1. Even though we are not lost, we are in profit, right? Just like that, 1,000. And we keep on going. Now, if our goal was to make 50 bucks, let's say, yeah, $50, I'm placing bet with 50 cents. So my goal is to make $50. Once my bankroll is 1,050, whatever else is there, I am not interested. If the software is supposed to place another bet because it is in recovery, I do not care. All that I do care is right now I have made my 50 bucks. I can reset the software and start over a new section, or I will just stop playing and leave. Right, so I spin again. and we lost. Now it is 60 again, so I lost. Now I lost 60, and if 60 is divided by this particular number, which is 5, it's okay, so I don't change anything. So it is going to be appended. The last one that I did is here. You see, 12, 12, 12. Look at them here. Good. Now I have to rebet and spin. So all that I'm trying to explain is that the new total invested amount, which is 60, should be divided by a number so that it is lesser than 15. So you don't place any higher bet. I repeat, what I'm trying to explain is that when you are into recovery mode, the new total invested amount should always be divided by a number, which the result of that number is going to be less than 15. Right? And when it's less than 15, then you put that number into the divider logic before the next prediction comes. And you keep on to play. Right now, we are into recovery mode. And look, we haven't even invested $50 by placing 50 cents. And we haven't made profit or so. Because our profit target is what? 50. Once I get a bankroll of 1,050, I will quit. All right. But for you to get there and always place lower bet, you should be able to manage the divider number. You see? So the wins are going to come. I mean, whatever it is the case, you people I will see. I mean, I will tell you, software can win all the way like 20 times in a row without having the lost. Right? I'm still waiting for yes, next numbers. So you see? Good, we there. Yeah. We won again. I mean, it's designed to win, so why are you not going to win? Now you see our bankroll is positive 4. Even our bankroll is positive 4, but the software is in negative. So that is what is very important that you have to understand looking at your bankroll, reaching your target, and even if software is in negative, you what? You reset the software so that you can start a new session or you can quit your session. Okay, we keep on to play. My target is to make $50 here, and by not placing any higher bet. All right. Had it not been that, had it not been me managing the divider number, the bet is going to climb very high. All right. Again, right now there is a 2 loss in a row. All right. So 2 loss in a row. As I said, this video can be 1 hour long, can be 2 hour long. Now the amount we've lost is what? 29. And if I divide 29 by 5, it is not necessary. So I'll just divide 29 by 2. All right. So before the next prediction comes, I divide 29 by 2 so that it is less than 50. I could leave it at 5, but it is time consuming for me in the long run because it is going to be appended at the bottom here. So I am going to leave it at 2, and then I keep on to rebet and clear. And I spin. This video, as I said, might be longer, might be 1 hour, might be 1 hour 30 minutes. Can even go all the way to 2 hours because this is a complete section that I am playing and I have to explain all the way to the end for you to understand. Now you see, I am only down 7 units at the bankroll level. Only down 7 units, but the profit is going to appear. Software has invested 180, which is the profit. Later you will see it is this amount is going to be converted into profit. And you might not even understand how it went there. Even though we have lost a lot amount, but the bankroll is only 7 units down. And that is the magic of the software. Okay, I keep on. There are no predictions because they are not saved. So when you see, I mean, those of you who have ever used the software, who are using the software know exactly what I'm talking of. So I don't have to go into details of that. There are no predictions because there are no saved predictions to be bet. So I have to what? Keep on to input numbers into the software or into the syllabus so that I can get predictions to play. Okay, now there are predictions to play. So I just place my bet. And you see, it is still placing one unit. Even if I was using $1, I wouldn't have problem with anyone, right? It's because I'm managing the divider number very well. So that is why all the bets are below 2 units, 2 units, 2 units. Sometimes it can climb to 5, but it is not a problem. I mean, it's 5 units. You are placing bet with 50 cents, it is going to be 2.5, not a problem. If you are placing bet with 10 cents, 5 units is going to be 50 cents, which is not a problem for anybody, right? And then the winnings are consistent. So that is how it works. Now, bankroll right now is in profit of $11, right? Our current bankroll that we are using to play is in profit of $11, but the software is in negative. And that is what we have to understand. So once it is in negative, it will keep on to let you recover a lot of money. And when you get to your desired target profit, you can quit because the software is still in recovery mode. Software is still in recovery mode. You have arrived at your target. What you do is you reset by clicking on clear all and plugging in the new setup that you want to use and keeping on to play. All right. It's very important you understand this that I'm teaching so that you can play for a very long time and not even having to worry about anything. Now, we've lost 2 times in a row, disappeared. Once the predictions have disappeared, we consider this number, which is 35 lost. It's not a problem. If 35 is divided by 2, it's okay. All right. So if 35 divided by 2, we do not have a problem. It's okay. But if the divider number was, let's say, right now it was like 6, that means we are going to divide 35 by 6, which is, I mean, it's not necessary, 35 by 6. So it should be in between a single number of 5, 4, and a maximum, a double number of 15. So I divided by that. It's okay. 2. So the minus predictions are going to appear, and I'm going to divide that amount by 2, and it's going to be appended there in the recovery list. Right now, current bankroll at our casino is flat 1K as we started. Software is in negative 180, which probably is the profit, but you people don't know. And once it starts to recover and I get to 50, that means the session has been closed and I have reached my target and I leave. Now I go to place the bet. You see? So it is still placing bet of 1 unit. It will keep on to do that until I get into profit. So wins are always going to appear, right? Actually, that was not a win because that was not the actual number. So it's our split. That was not actually our win. So I will place another bet again. Now it's placing 2 unit on software, and that is the maximum bet so far. We have only placed bet of $2 per number, even though we are betting, software is betting with $1. It has placed a maximum bet of 2, which is very, very important. This is not necessary, so I'm not going to place that. We don't have this one, so that is not there. It is number 25, which is our betting number. I will spin, and exactly, if I had not put in the 25, that was the winning number. Look at that. So sometimes you might forget and place the right number, and you will lose. You lose not because the software did not win, it's because you did not see that mistake and correct it. So you have to also be very perspicacious enough and have your eyes open when you play. Right now, I'm in profit of 20 in software, and my casino balance, software is in negative balance. And that is the key. It is making you profit, so you have to pay attention to your bankroll, right? Would have been very good if the software is placing everything successfully, but then it is not. So let me make these corrections. This might happen to you when you play 24. All right, is our number or what? Yeah. So I spin, and that wasn't a win. Good. Now the lost amount is what? 70. Good. I'm in recovery mode. My new total investment now is 70 lost, which is lost. This amount is lost. Before the next prediction comes, if I leave it like that, it is going to be 70 divided by 2. which is going to be 35, which is a higher amount when the predictions come. So I have to divide the 70 by a number, which is going to give me in between a single number and a double number of 15. So if I want to divide 17 by 5 right now, it's going to be 14. So that is correct. I know that is why I did that. So I leave it by 5. But if you do not change, well, as you keep on to play, you will be able to figure it out without having to pull up the calculator. Automatically, you will be. I mean, most of you people are very intelligent. You know how to do the calculation to make sure that this number that is lost, this amount that which is lost, which is the new total invested, should be divided by a number, which the result of that number is going to be a single number or a double number. I mean, a single number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 is a single number, and a double number of 10 and a maximum of 15. Worst case scenario should be 16. All right. So when you get that number, then that is that particular number you are supposed to put in the divider before the next prediction comes. I repeat, before the next prediction comes. As soon as you are in the recovery and then the number disappear, you have to look at the new total invested amount and find a number which, if you divide by that total new invested, it is going to the answer is going to be between a single number, and if it's a double number, it's going to be a maximum of 15. Worst case scenario should be 16. Do not exceed that, go to 17 or 18 or 19, because it is going to place higher bet at the end of the day for you. Now, so far, our higher bet is what? $3, which is 150. In our scenario, it's going to be 150. All right. So because I'm using 50 cents, all right, so it should be 150. I'm making some mistakes here. This doesn't happen when you play. It's happening here because the table refreshed during play, so it is not able to capture the coordinate exactly as I recorded. And I don't have much time to keep on doing that. So I am just making it manually so that you could see exactly what is supposed to be done. And if in case you are playing and this happened to you, that means you're supposed to clear the table, clear the recordings, all right? I mean, clear the recordings, which is at the last edge here, clear, and start to capture again, all right? That is all you have to do, nothing more. So I am in 38 minutes in recording. I haven't reached my target profit, so I keep on to play, and I explain to you. All you have to understand, even if you are not watching the video to the end, all you have to understand is to when you are in lost and the number disappear, the predictions disappear on the software. All you have to do is to find a number which, if you divide it by this number, this amount I have lost, the result is going to be a single number which is between 1 and what 1 and 9. And if it's the double number, it should be anything not greater than 16. That is all. So it's always going to place bet low, and it is going to get you into profit in the long run. It is guaranteed in 2 billion test for software, what do you call, for profit calculation. All the time it is getting to profit. And if you are able to watch to the end of this video, I am going to show you some cool things about the software. I believe you will watch to the end of the video. And you see right now I'm in the profit of what? 32. I haven't even placed a bet of $50, betting with 50 cents. All right, so a bankroll of 1,000, I'm already making 30 unit profit. I haven't placed any higher bet, and I keep on to win. All because software is powerful, it is winning consistently, and I am able to manage the divider number when I lose. That is all. So that is the key component of using the software. And this that I'm doing, I am doing it in what? I am doing it in option A, right? So in option A, this is what I'm teaching. In option A, this is all you do. You have to keep on changing the number. Have to keep on changing the divider number so that all your bet is going to be low or are going to be low, and you are still going to get into profit without having to worry about anything. Hopefully, 40 minutes long this video, you have time to watch and you have time to understand, right? Because it is the key component of the software. So even if you have to take 2 days to watch this video to understand how to use it professionally, it's worth it. All right. And I mean, wins are going to come. What else are you expecting? You're going to win always. All right. So now software has begun to climb into profit, and we are also in profit. Look at that. See? Just like that. I mean, if you don't understand, you have to ask. But here at Roulette Syllabus, we are doing a great job. Very great job. Look at that. So as I said, software has over 3,000 different ways to set it up. And this is one way of setting it up. And I did this for demonstration purpose so that you could see that it is placing a lot of numbers. Soon I am going to remove one button and it is going to place maximum 4 or 5 numbers, right? So let me show you. Still betting low and it's winning. Now I lost. So predictions are, what do you call? Predictions are going to disappear. It's disappeared. So once it disappears, what I asked you to do is to divide this number by a number so that the results of that number is going to be a maximum of 16 or 15. And if I divide this by 5, it is a lot, so I divided by 2. Why did I divide it by 2? Because I want this number to be appended at the list here, and it should be maximum of 14. Right? So that is all. I rebet, I clear, I spin. My goal here is to arrive at the bankroll of 50 unit profit, and by not betting even 100 unit, $100, £100 of my bankroll. And that is happening right in front of you. It is not that today it is doing like this and then tomorrow it is not going to do like that. Then you did not understood the concept of the software. Then you did not play it as you're supposed to play. You did not understand what you're doing. All right. So this is it. I mean, those of you that has a bankroll of $5,000, $6,000, and even $10,000, you could play $1. Just make your $200, $500 per day, and you don't even invest 1,000 of your $5,000 bankroll. Yeah, because if you're doing the right thing when you play roulette, you don't need much bankroll. That is one secret. But sometimes you might get into a hole, and particularly with the syllabus, sometimes, or not sometimes, depend on the setup that you use. Because if you want to play fancy bet like placing only 2 numbers or 3 numbers, yes, it's there. I have that. I can show you right now. Then you have to have the bankroll to get in there. Now look, the lost amount is what? 62. The new total invested is 62. So that is a lost because we have invested that. And before the predictions comes, what do? You have to find a number to divide this by to make sure that it is between 1 and 16 maximum. Right? 15 or 16 is okay. But do not exceed 20. So right now I'm going to divide it by 5 because I already know that if I divide 60 by 5, it is going to be a lower number. So I just change the divider number to 5 before the next prediction comes, which is very important. Before the next prediction comes. Whenever you are using HBTS, then you have the possibility to wait for the next prediction to come before you change. But when the HBTS is not clicked, that means you have to leave one spin behind to change the number before, because maybe right after you lose, there will be another prediction. And probably I will try to do another video on that, but if I'm not, you have to watch this video. As I said, even if it is taking you 2 days, 3 days to watch it so that you understand what you're supposed to do, right? Because that is the only key to make sure you make consistent profit each and every section, either on RNG or on live dealer, and not place any higher bet. And you are seeing it right in front of you. I will always come back into profit to get my $50 before I stop. It might take me longer. If I wanted to make a profit of, let's say, $20 or $30, I had reached that, and I could have stopped. But I want to make it 50 so that you people understand. Now it's still 50 divided by 5 is 10, so I want to even divide it by 4. Right? I will divide it by 4. So before my next prediction comes, I change that number, I clear off, I spin, and I get into this. So since I haven't arrived at my final bankroll, which I want to write at $50 profit, I keep on to play. All you do, you can keep on to play very long time. I mean, you can play 1,000 spins per day. I do not care. As far as you are able to manage the program, you can play for how long you want. I am not one of those developers that tells you to hit $5, close the table, open again. What difference does it make? It doesn't make any difference. They actually don't understand what they're doing. And that is why they put this mindset that you have to close the table and start again. Because even if you close the table and come back next year, it's the same. Right? If you close the table and come back next year to play, it's the same. It is going to continue from where you left. So don't think that you are wise enough to close the table and then clear a catch. I hear people say that clear a catch and start again. You fucking don't know what you're doing because you don't know roulette. If you know roulette, even if I pull off random spins from online, it is going to show you the same result. So why do I have to say clear your catch, close the table, open another session, or go to a new table? They are all the same. If you run on a park, on a football field, A, and you get tired, so you say, well, on this football field, I'm very tired, so I'm going to football field A. B, is it not the same kilometers you're going to run? So it doesn't make sense to close the table and come back again. Nothing changes. If you are going to lose, you will lose. It doesn't care if you play 55 spins, you will lose. And if you're going to win, you're always going to win, even if you play all day long. Why can you play all day long and still make profit? Because, well, software is being tested over 90 billion. I'm not saying 90 million. I'm talking of a billion spin test. And it's still consistent winning. So if you play 1,000 spins, what is 1,000 spins for roulette syllabus? It's nothing. Now it's lost. But I won here because that was a fucking split bet who was not supposed to be there. But then it's lost. Now look, I have to place the bet, right? Now you're supposed to place $2.50 on each number. And if you did not change that divider logic, it's 150, so I will have to add one here. I mean, yeah, one here, one. So it's placing this random bet. But anyway, I am making my best to make sure that I get it at least 250 minimum. 17, was that the number? Yeah. And then, okay. It was supposed to place the bet exactly, but since I refreshed the screen, it's not doing that, and I don't want to recapture these buttons again, so let me find some easy way to do it. And that is the only easy way to do it, maybe to, yeah. So I spin, and I won. I mean, what else do you want to do? You are going to win. It's roulette syllabus. You see, we are profit in 33 and it's still 1 unit per bet. So I keep on to spin and it's still a win. What else do you want to see? It's roulette syllabus. It is designed to win, right? So I'm in 50 minute in here. My bankroll is right now almost 50 bucks as my target profit. I keep on to go. I have to make sure that I get to 50 minimum so that you understand what I was trying to say. And this, let's say it's a complete section, right? It's a complete session, so I cannot make it 10-minute video because I have to make sure that I explain throughout the session and I get into profit as you are going to get into profit during the play. All right. Because if I do a quick 10-minute video, you might not understand what I'm trying to teach. And it's very important you understand what I'm trying to explain in this video so that you come out profit always when you play. All right. Good. So if you've been watching the video up to this point, you know what to do right now that I lost 2 times in a row. 70 divided by a number, which is going to give us a result of less than 15 or 16. So let's say 70 divided by 5 is going to be 14. Okay, good. So I just changed my divider number to 5. If I had divided by 4, okay, let me go. 70 divided by 4, 17. Even this is okay, but I do not want this. So I will want to go it for what? 5. I just want to divide it by 5 because if I leave it at 17, so that is why it has to always be less than 15. So maximum should be 16. 15, even 17 is not quite safe because if you're playing in a situation like this, all right, if you're playing a situation like this, then your bet can climb higher even with the first bet, right? So in all scenario or in all circumstances, you have to make sure that the divider number is going to be a number that is going to give you anything below 1 and what? Maximum of 15. That is all. And if you understand this concept, then you are good to make money always if you play. Always if you play. All right. 25 or what? Yes, 25 is supposed to be 1. I spin and I won with 19. Profit. All right. Still in profit. Still in profit. So I'm in profit. Software is not quite in profit. And it's still in recovery. All right. What is it? 8. 8 wasn't my number. So I don't consider it as a win. I consider it as a loss. And I have to place bet again. Okay. I think everything is okay. No, everything is not okay. I have to bet minimum of $1 or €1 per number. See, I want to get to 50 so that you might understand what I mean. 4 is not a win. All right. So right now, predictions are going to disappear. My number here divided by what? Let me pull it out here. If I divide 50, right? If I divide 50, oh yeah, it's what, 56. So if I divide 56 by 5, which is the divided number is going to be 11, is quite low. So I will divide it by 4 so that it almost come close to 16. Even if you leave it like this, it's okay. If you leave it at 5, it's okay. But I want to make it by 4 so that I do get higher bet somehow to make sure I get into profit easily. All that you're doing is to manage the divider number. You see? Now look, it's placing 6 numbers. And probably can even hit on the first pin. How much money are you going to make in this scenario? A lot. And that is the syllabus, right? 15. Okay, let's go. What is the next Let me see. Next to risk, yes, everything is okay. You see, right now it's placing only three numbers. Only three numbers. All right. Another lost again. Now, um, we lost. 23 divided by 5 is a lot. So I will divide it by 2. That is it. That is all you have to understand. I did make it very long so that you could see that by doing the same thing, you will get into profit. So you have to be consistent. All right. And now I am placing this bet, 17 numbers. I could just explain to you that the key is to make sure that when you are in recovery and you lost and there are no predictions, before the next prediction comes, look at the total new invested amount and divide it by a number so that the maximum, the answer is 15 or less than 15. That is all the key. When you are into recovery and it goes to the predictions are you haven't won and then it goes to what do you call recovery mode and you're about to play the next spin, you have to always divide the new total invested by a number, and that number should be a maximum of the results of the number you divided by should be maximum of 15. Worst case 16, and then you go to play. Oh, I was not supposed to place that 2 times in a row, so that I think that is 4. Is that correct? Anyway, let me spin. I have less time to consume. 54, 10. I win. Right now, um, my current bankroll at the casino is 44 unit. So I'm getting closer to my goal, which is 50. So once I get there, probably I'm going to get there any moment from soon. Now, I'm 1 hour long video almost. I told you it is going to be 2 hours. It is going to be 1 hour, but I have to make sure that it is done perfectly because it is the same thing that is going to happen to you when you play. It's the same thing that is going to happen to you when you play. It's the same thing that is going to happen to you when you play. It's supposed to place 150 on each number, and I think it didn't place the bet exactly. So I will help it by placing the exact bet. As I already told you, I could just record the screen again, but I do not want so. Let me remove this. So in dueling play, as you play real in your casino, you have this situation. You have to be able to fix it just like that. So what is it? 2 is another win. It's a massive profit. That is a massive profit. So I got into 80 unit, 84 profit. So I have got into 80 for profit, which is I wanted to get to 50. So I'm in 84. I am done. I have done the completion of the session. All right. So you can see software has a lot of list here to go. So I have also achieved my target profit by placing this random bet. I have been able to achieve my target profit. What you do at this point is to reset the software, all right? Reset like this. And you plug in the setup again, and you start a new section if you want to keep on play, all right? So that is how it is. I believe I have explained a lot in this video. So this setup I'm also fixing is supposed to win in 2 spins. And if I do not click on this, let me put a bankroll of 5,000. You might know why I put 5,000. If you are a player, you will know. Even though I have a bankroll of 1,000, and I put 5,000, you might understand because you are a player. And if you're not, you may not. So I will put this video up there for all members to at least watch, and then they could understand what I mean by this thing that I'm asking you to do. So option A and option B is still the same. If you go to use it in option B, here I'm using option A, it's the same thing. The lost amount, all right, technically, let me make this video, let me pause it here. Okay, so let me pause this video at least, and then we have one. Okay, so let me pause this video. I was getting predictions. Let me